James, it's not just bits of orange and bits of banana and that in the news. We've also got chips and cheese back in the news. Who'd have thought? Go woke, go broke. We did warn back over a year ago that if Coon cheese decided to go woke, yep, we now learn that Coon cheese, which changed itself to the really catchy name of Cheer cheese. What? I mean, that rolls off the tongue, it really does. Well, they've just fired 75 workers, and it looks like they're going down the proverbial, James.
Well, you know, of course, this is, of course, what was going to happen. There was a whole controversy around it when there needed to be none. There was one noisy activist, you remember, one guy who made it his life's work of 10, 20 years to try and change the name of this cheese. And it became Cheer cheese, which sounds like a laundry detergent or something like that. But I think that, you know, the other thing, guys, that we need to talk about, of course, is that Cheezels and kettle chips and a lot of other, you know, snacks of that nature, they're all going to go up in price, not because they've gone woke, but because the government went woke.
Yes.
And now we've got, with all the climate and the carbon targets and the solar versus gas and the running down of our, you know, reliable baseload power, well, the price of those is all going to go up by 25%. And not only that, it's been revealed that it would take acres and acres and acres of solar panels, you know, at a huge cost to power their fryers for something like 6 hours. And, of course, they can't do it at night because the sun's not shining. So this is just a taste, so to speak, of things to come here. And I think, you know, the Australian people, they're going to be a little salty.
Very nice, James. Very nice. But Rita, I suspect those woke kids sitting in front of the Netflix or the thing with the packet of Cheezels and the CCs, they're going to suddenly wake up and go, hang on, I can't even afford my kettle chips anymore. That's when maybe the younger generation will go, what? We've got to give up chips to save the planet?
No, because
Forget it. Count me out.
Because mummy and daddy are paying for the chips. This is the thing.
Right.
We've got this pampered generation who've done nothing, contributed nothing, have lived life in prosperity, thanks largely to the fossil fuels that power our economy and have made living standards what they are. And they're railing against all this, but they don't have the impact. Like you said, they're always on their electronics, they travel around the world, they have a standard of living that's the envy of the world. And yet they're demanding these crippling policies that are going to, in the end, impact them, but they're too young and stupid right now to see what's coming. And if we don't change tact on this, we are going to impoverish the country. We're going to unnecessarily cause harm to our own people.
And the Aussie company behind the CCs, kettle chips, Cheezels and so on, they're saying that their energy bills are going up $173,000 a week.
But where were these companies? Yes, campaigning for reliable, cheap energy instead of grandstanding about climate change and same-sex marriage and the voice and all sorts of other issues that really have nothing to do with the running of their business. How about actually say we need cheap, reliable energy, or what we do is not going to be sustainable and we're going to either increase prices or shut up shop. But where are the corporates coming out and doing this? They're all raging about the industrial laws that have passed. But again, where were they during the election campaigning on this?
And James, what a shame that it'll probably be too expensive to deep fry all those insects and cockroaches and other bugs.
Well,
what
I was going to say, though, this is going to be this is what's going to happen next, of course. You know, they'll say, oh, no, you don't want these, you know, horrible, unhealthy, deep-fried corn chips, which are really delicious. No, kiddies, you know, have some sun-dried crickets here. And that's going to, you know, we've already seen this in some of the schools where there's companies that are distributing insect chips, you know, to try and get kids onto the Eat the Bugs agenda. I mean, it's insane, right? The parents have got to say no, too, at some point.